YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back with some more record predictions for the 2020 NFL season, going through every team and game by game. This video for the LA Chargers. Did the Broncos from the AFC West. We still got to get to the Chiefs. And we got to get to the Raiders, of course. And then we're moving on to the NFC West. Then we're through. Then we're going to go through playoff predictions and more. So the rest of the teams, they are already up. They already have their own videos. You're going to want to follow that Twitter because you guys will be voting for the division winners and the seedings and then throughout the playoffs and then creating a future video there. So follow that Twitter. Please subscribe to both of our channels. I really appreciate the support. Any link that you need, including that podcast, will be in the description and in the comments below every single video. PlayoffPredictors.com is the site we're using for these videos. You can make your own predictions. Come back to the comments. Let me know your thoughts, what you got. The Chargers, I think, are a very tough team to predict because this is a really good defense. It's going to be a top 5 defense, so it could win a lot of games on their own, and it could boost them even further than that, really. So that's kind of the good. The maybe the bad is I don't have a whole lot of trust in the offense as of now. I really don't know who the starting quarterback will be week one. Usually I have a good idea about these things. Right now, I really couldn't tell you. I mean, the way things are going, I guess the lack of practice, training, maybe it could be Tyrod Taylor is what I'm thinking. But, you draft a quarterback that high or that high on Justin Herbert, maybe you got to start him. I think, to make the playoffs this year, I think you're better off with Tyrod Taylor. But at the same time, I'm a believer in, if you draft a quarterback that high, let's get him. Don't throw him in when the season's halfway through. Start him right away. So I'm kind of on the fence about that one, back and forth. But it is an offensive league, today's NFL, so that's kind of the tough part too. This defense will be very dangerous. Week 1 against the Bengals. I'm keeping my pick since the Bengals pick. I actually picked the Bengals. I think Joe Burrow and that Bengals team gets it done. A lot of young talent on that Bengals team defensively that have been drafted in the last few years, so it's time for those guys to step up. It'll be a hard game plan. It's going to be a hard to game plan against Joe Burrow in this offense. You don't really know what to expect. Offensive line is probably not there yet, but it's gotten better. The Chargers are a team that's going to have to go through some adjustments. Yeah, their defense could win games like this on their own throughout the year. We don't see dominant defense truly show up right away. There's going to be some good performances, but defenses really don't come in and win week 1 right away. You kind of got to give them a little time, just a little bit of time. And the offense, you don't really know what to expect from the Chargers offense. If it's Tyrod, either way, there's not going to be a whole bunch here. So I did go with the Bengals. This could be a little rough start for those reasons that I explained. And we've seen the Chargers, for some reason, no matter who's in there, just start off a little slow at times. Take the Chiefs there, the defense that can slow them down but not stop them, and they will need to stop them pretty much to keep up scoring with them in this game. So I take the Chiefs. Panthers, Chargers. This is one I'm betting. I'll circle back and do best case scenarios back and forth on this one. I just think the Panthers offense a little more prepared, a little more ready. I just worry about the Chargers offense early in the season. I really do. So I took the Panthers. I took the Bucks in this one, just the better all-around team here. And then it's a tough start. Monday night in New Orleans, a team you do not want to play in prime time during the regular season. And then they just start to bounce back, though. Then this is the second half of the season. Is there kind of stretch? It's like the Jets. The defense really going to I'll take them over the Jets. The defense really started balling. Then maybe Herbert, whoever it is, really can start getting it together. Take them over the Dolphins here. Take them over the Jags. So you see the stretch here. Take them over the Raiders here. Then we have the bye week. Against the, I'd rather do this. I'm actually going to take the Raiders in this one. I'm actually feeling something different here. Why? Because I think the Raiders actually is doing the first half of the season. They start off pretty well. I think the Chargers will be more of a second half of the season team. So I think we actually can see a split. So we can skip ahead. I think we're going to split. We're going to split away games here. That's what I'm feeling. Bye week 10 against the Broncos. I will take the Broncos. I will take the Bills in this one. Similar teams, the Broncos, the Bills can match their defense for sure, and they're going to have a little more offense on them as well. I'll take them over the Patriots. I'll take them over the Chargers. Again, we had them over the Raiders in 15, so splitting, winning the away games. The Raiders will probably be better than the Chargers around this time. The Chargers will be better than the Raiders around this time. That's just my feeling there. Based on how I think the season will go. And then I'll have them over the Broncos, starting to heat up. I still think the Chiefs is just a pretty bad matchup, but depending on if the Chiefs are still locked in, or are they locked in. So I have the 7-9 there, which, it's tough. It's a tough team to predict because the defense alone could get them to 9-10 wins, really. So it really depends on the offense. But I do worry. I didn't mention that earlier. I do worry about the offensive line. Like you're still waiting on them to kind of get that left tackle. So I believe Balaga will play right. I know they add him. That's good. But in the guards, the interior offensive line could be okay. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do there. So 7-9, kind of circling back to best case scenario. I mean, they definitely can beat the Bengals here. They can beat the Panthers here. So that already bumps them up to 9-7. Probably keep some of these. I think they'll split with the Raiders, so it doesn't matter which one we go, winning home games, whatever. Then we look at it's a tough schedule because I don't really see them winning. They could win these games. I just think the Broncos, Bills, both in Denver and Buffalo can match their defense and also probably outplay them offensively in at their home stadiums. That keep in mind. So, that's. It's kind of the tough part there. Pretty tough schedule. So you see the teams I have them losing to, they're all good teams. All pretty good teams there. So I think 9-7. It's tough to say that could be their best case because the defense is that. I think it's that good. Pass rush should be unreal. We know the obvious part of the pass rush, Bosa and Ingram, but guys like Jerry Tillery really could be stepping up in the second year here in a very good secondary. So. It's tough, maybe 10-6 is kind of the best case there. Tough schedule, interesting situation at quarterback. The tackle position is interesting, so we're gonna see. It's definitely an interesting team to look out for here. But I did have this, so we will see. We will see. Maybe tough to see them starting with this 5. That's the tough part. Just a little bit of an adjustment period early on. So we're gonna see. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please click that like button. Check us out on both of our channels and subscribe and check out that Twitter. Please follow us there. Would really appreciate that. That is going to do it for this one, though. Thanks, everyone, for their support. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.